Right, beautiful warm-up breaths right there from Terra and giving us a little welcome to our practice this morning. So we're grateful to be here with everyone, breathing on our mats, going with the flow on Monday mornings with all the little changes that we know are coming through. And again, we're just grateful to be sitting out here, doing what we do, having an opportunity to explore the body-mind as we go through these practices. As Terra reminds us, we have to be aware of the breath, be tuned in to what's happening inside of the body. So we're grateful for breath, for awakening us on this journey, and we'll use the breath as we go. Remember to inhale and exhale and not go too far beyond any of our edges. The breath is going to be our main indicator, whether we can go a little deeper into a stretch or whether we want to pull off a little bit. So listen to your breath, and let's have a beautiful morning practice. We'll come to a comfortable seat if we're not already there. I'll bring hands together at heart level. Let's do a little bit of active movement with our breath here. Take an inhale, arms are going to go up and out, and then hold the breath, a little kumbha breath retention. Palms facing out, fingers facing down. Exhale, hands come to heart level. Let's do two more like that. Inhale, up and out. Up and out. Holding the breath here. And exhaling, hands to heart level. Again, inhale, up and out. Hold the breath, maybe a little bit longer. And exhale, hands to heart level. Let's bring both hands down to the belly. We're going to jump right to the yogic breath this morning. So inhale, push the belly out. Suck the belly up and in, expand the ribs. Keep breathing, lifting the breath, upper chest, clavicle breathing. And then exhale, slowly take the breath down. Again, inhale, push the belly out. Suck the belly up and in, expand the ribs, expand the chest, clavicle breathing. And slowly exhaling the breath all the way down. One more. Inhale, push the belly out. Suck the belly up and in. Keep breathing. Chest, clavicle. Full yogic breath. Full, complete exhalation. Beautiful. You take the hands to the sides, either to the knees or just on top of the thighs. We'll do some Kapalabhati, skull, shining breath. Forceful exhalations followed by a passive inhalation to follow. So when you push the breath out, the belly is going to push back towards the spine this time. Let's give it a shot. We'll work together. Inhale. And let's begin. Exhale, 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 exhale. Keep going. Exhale, 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 all the breath. Inhale, half lung of air. Drop the chin to the chest, lift the chest, engage the perineum, pull the shoulders towards the ears, hold the breath in again, kumbha, breath retentions. Slowly release the elbow, the shoulders from the ears. Release the breath. Let's do a second round of kumbha, breath retentions. Inhale. You can swallow as you're ready to hold the air, and then drop the chin to chest. Hold the chest up, pull the shoulders, engage the perineum, holding the breath in. Breath retentions, no tension on the face. And slowly, let's release the breath, release the locks. We'll bring the prana into the eyes, coming open. Chin's going to stay parallel here. No movement of the head and neck, moving only the eyes. Yoga for the eyes. Take a deep inhale. On the exhaling breath, look down, look up, look down, look up, look down, look up. Center. Another inhale. Exhaling breath, look far right, far left, far right, far left, far right, far left. Center. Another inhale. Exhaling breath, look down, far right, look up, far left, look down, center. Inhaling breath. Exhaling breath, look down, far left, look up, far right, look down, center. So instead of stretching the eyes, we're going to focus the eyes. This is Tratakam. Bring the hand up, shoulder height, fingertip pointing up, right eye height. Not too high, not too low. So get the spot, no tension in the shoulder. And then slowly focus on the eye and begin to bend the elbow, no blinking. Fingertip come towards the nose. And slowly extends out. Focusing the eyes and then gaze beyond, take a breather. And then once again, bending the elbow, moving slow, focusing on the eye, the rods and the cones of the retinas here. Slowly extending the arm. Look out beyond and we'll do one more round. Bend the elbow, focus on the eye, no blinking. And then slowly let's extend it forward. Beautiful. Releasing the hands, put some prana into the eyes, shake the hands, get them nice and warm. Yeah, get some nice heat. And then right hand covers the right eye, left hand covers the left eye. No light coming in. Bathe the eye sockets with the prana from the hands. Blocking out all the light. Yoga for the eyes. Deep, slow breath here, please. And then release the hands. We'll interlace the fingers. Press the palms away. Lift the arms all the way up. We'll go back to that Ujjayi, ocean breath. Slight constriction in the back of the throat. Air passing the epiglottis in the back of the throat. Elbows are straight. Palms are facing up. Breathing slowly. The hands, right hand comes to cover on top of the right. Right hand covers, touches to the left, and then interlace the fingers. Turn the palms down, up, and over. Yoga for the hands and fingers, waking up the meridians, the nerve lines, from the fingertips to the shoulders. And then slowly that's release. We'll do the same thing other side. Left over right, interlace the fingers, and then pull the arms down towards the chest, up and over. And this is to your degree. Again, waking up the nerves, waking up the meridian lines, the energy lines in the arms and fingers. Slowly let's release and we'll come all the way down to our mats. Get the legs out in front, taking the yoga into our toes here. Sitting in Dandasana, this is staff position, so move the fleshy part of the butt. Spine stays tall here. Backs of the calves and heels around to the mat. We'll start with toe cramps. Let's go for 1 release, 2 release, 3 release, 4 release, 5 release, 6 hold. And release. And right leg over the left. So just like we did with the fingers and toes, or with the fingers, we're going to do with the toes. See if you can interlace. Maybe you get 1 toe, 2 toes, slowly interlacing the toes, the 3rd toe, 4th toe. Try and get the big toe. Even if you get 1 toe is amazing. When you get them, squeeze the toes. Squeeze the toes. Yoga for the toes. And let's release. We'll do the same thing on the other side. Yoga for the toes, good for the nerves here. Same thing. Pinky toe, 2nd toe, maybe 3rd toe, no hands. 4th toe, maybe big toe. Again, waking up the nerves and the meridians and the toes and the ankles all the way up through the legs. Activating, squeezing the toes. And let's release. Taking the yoga into the ankles here. We're going to do ankle extensions, calves and heels are on the ground. Go for forward release, 2 release, 3 release, 4 release, 5 release, 6 hold. Clockwise for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and switch. Beautiful. We got some sun coming in right now. Looks beautiful. So right leg stays down. We're bringing the yoga into the knees here. Grab onto the opposite elbows. Lift the chest. We'll go clockwise for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Beautiful. Switch legs. And grab elbows, lift the chest, and we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Beautiful. So coming up to the front of the legs here, we're going to move into the quads, yoga for the quads. Moving through the warm-ups here. Right heel's coming in, left leg's coming back. And then slowly, to your degree here, you're going to start to walk the body back a little bit. So you're going to find this big stretch in the front open part of the quad here. Slowly start to walk back. Maybe you come to the elbows. Maybe to your degree here, listen to your body. And then if there's room, maybe the top of the head comes down. Maybe the spine comes to lay flat. If you've got the privilege to lay the spine flat, you can grab opposite elbows. Breathing slow. If you want to let out an audible exhale, you may. Nice opening, big muscles here, warming up the body. And then let's inhale back to the elbows. Exhale, come all the way up. And we're going to switch. Left heel comes in, right leg comes back. We're flowing. Just different sides, different feelings. You got to kind of go with what you can feel here. If there's room and you can kind of start to come back, you'll feel a big opening in the thigh. And as you get used to that, or as you breathe into this area, you're going to be able to come slowly down. That front knee stays down though. Don't let it fly up. And then slowly back of the head, lay the spine, opposite elbows, and breathe. Inhale back to the elbows. Exhale, come on up, and we're going to come all the way up to standing position. So standing up at the front of our mats. Feet are together. Fingers pointing down. Pull the shoulder blades back. We'll soften the gaze. Close the eyes for a moment. Standing tall, visualizing a beautiful sunrise that you've seen. Maybe you don't wake it up for sunrise very often, so you've seen it in a picture, in a movie, but just visualize that feeling of the sun coming up on the horizon. Contemplating your personal relationship with the sun. Grateful to the sun and the gifts that it brings us with each passing day. Grateful to the sun. Doing Surya Namaskar, sun salutation, moving 12 steps to the pose all together. Eyes coming open, take a deep inhale. Exhale, hands come heart level, that's 1. Inhale, arms come up, reach up, look up, press the feet, gaze is up, and then exhale, hinging forward from the hips. So first stretch of the morning, hands might come to the shins, maybe the ankles, maybe you're bending the knees a little bit. If you need to, that's okay. Place the fingertips in line with the toes out to the sides of the feet. If there's room, you can bring the palms down towards the floor. Weight of the head is hanging heavy here. You're like a mango in the tree. We got lots of those here in Hawaii right now. Just let that head hang out. Backs of the legs, knees are pressing evenly back towards the wall. Tailbone is lifting towards the sky. And my breath, my beautiful breath, is slow and steady. Okay, let's bend the knees. Left leg's coming back. Left foot down. Left knee down. Chest is coming forward. Peel the arms back. Ashwashan Shalanasan. It's the equestrian pose. Front ankle stays in line with front knee as we lunge forward. It's a morning stretch. Get that left hip coming forward. Rear foot and knee are pressing to the earth again as the arms peel back and down. Our gaze is up and our breath is steady. Place the hands on an exhaling breath. Turn the back of the top toes. Right leg's coming back. Arms shoulder distance, feet hip distance, activating the hands and fingers. This is Parvokonasana, the mountain pose. And your elbows drawing towards one another. Create space between the shoulder blades. Chin dropping to the chest, lengthening the muscles of the side body, the rib cage, and the intercostalis is getting long as the tailbone lifts. Lift that tailbone up to the sky, engage your perineum, pull it up to the mountains and to the heavens as the back of the knees press evenly back, heels press evenly down. Breath is steady and slow, sound like a wave in the ocean. Slowly bring the knees down on an exhaling breath. Send the heart right between the thumb. Keep the elbows close to the body. 2 feet, 2 knees, 2 hands. Chest and chin. Ashtanga Namaskar. Lengthen the chin a little longer than you think you might. Breathe slow and steady. Pull the elbows up towards the ceiling. Nasakara Mudra. Gaze out at the tip of the nostrils. And then on an inhaling breath, point the toes, place the hands in line with the shoulders, coming up to Bhujangasana. If you have a neck or a back injury, you can bring the elbows in line with the shoulders to begin. Move to Sphinx pose, lift the chest, gaze up, point those toes, press the hips down. Start to look up, gaze up, lift the breastplate up. Bhujangasana or Sphinx pose. And on an exhaling breath, turn the head, chin in the direction of the chest, activate the hands and fingers. As the heels press evenly and the tail lifts, we are back into mountain pose. Go to your breath, fill the breathing in, deep inhalations, slow, steady exhalations. Left foot coming all the way forward between the hands, right knee down, Ashwashan Shalanasana, other side now. Pull the arms back, lift the chest, gaze up. Keep that front knee coming towards midline as the back foot and knee ground, gazing up. Noticing perhaps the difference between one side and the other. Breathing into whatever you're finding this morning. Place the hands on an exhaling breath. Right foot comes to meet the left. Backs of the legs are long. Body's warming up a little bit here. Forehead perhaps a little closer to the shin. Perhaps the palms are now pressing to the earth. And if they are, you have the privilege to turn the palms around. You can start to bend the elbows and pull the body. Front side of the body coming in contact with the thighs and shins. Keep breathing as the tailbone comes towards the ceiling. Palms together. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, hands to heart level. Release the palms to the sides. We'll do the same thing on the other side. Surya Namaskar, sun salutation. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, hands to heart level. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, folding forward. Right leg back, right knee down. Inhale, open the chest, gaze up. Ashwashan Shalanasana. Placing the hands on an exhaling breath, left foot back. Coming to mountain pose. Tailbone lifting towards the sky. Knees, chest, and chin towards the floor on an exhaling breath, and then inhale, Bhujangasana Cobra. Exhale, mountain pose. Right foot forward, left knee down. Inhale, lift the chest, gaze up. Placing the hands on an exhaling breath, left foot to right, backs of the legs are long. Palms together, inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands to heart level. Release the palms to the side, standing tall and momentarily using your imagination, perhaps just from the last few nights, Beautiful, beautiful full moon lighting up the sky. Grateful for our connection to this lunar influence and our planetary atmosphere, connecting to our minds, controlling the waters of our bodies and our oceans. Grateful, grateful to the moon for all the influences it brings to our bodies and to this earth on a daily basis. Chandra Namaskar, changing only 4th and 9th positions. Let's keep going. Take a deep inhale, eyes open. Exhale, hands to heart level. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Let's bend the knees, left leg's coming back, left knee down, hands to heart level. Inhale, arms all the way overhead. Body shaping like a crescent moon. Front knee coming towards midline. Chest is up. Arms are pulling up. Eyes are open for balance. Keep breathing. Crescent moon. Let's place the hands. Turn the back toes. Exhaling breath. Right leg is back into mountain pose. Hands are shoulder distance, feet hip distance, heels pressing evenly down, knees pressing evenly back, tailbone pulling towards the sky, and your elbows drawing towards one another. Mountain pose, Pardha. Exhaling breath, drop the knees, chest, and chin, Ashtanga Namaskar. Inhale, Bhujangasana. Exhale, mountain pose. Left foot forward, right knee down. Inhale, arms overhead, crescent moon position. Left knee coming towards midline. Soften those front toes, put a smile on the face as you look up. Right hip coming forward as you lunge into the hips. Arms pulling towards the sky. And the hands back down. Exhaling breath, right leg comes to meet the left. Backs of the legs are long here. Once again, pressing palms into the earth. Perhaps bending elbows and pulling front side body into the shins and thighs. Breath is slow. Bring the palms together. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands heart level, release the palms to the sides, and we'll do same thing on the other side. Chandra Namaskar, inhaling, exhaling 1, inhale 2, exhale 3, right leg back, hands heart level, all the way overhead, 4, placing the hands. Exhaling breath, mountain pose. 5. Knees, chest, and chin coming down. Ashtanga Namaskar. 6. Inhale, Bhujangasana, Cobra. 7. Mountain pose. On the exhaling breath, 8. Right leg forward. Hands coming overhead. Beautiful. 9. Placing the hands. Left leg forward, backs of the legs are long. 10. Inhale all the way up. 11. Exhale, hands heart level. 12, release the palms to the sides. Beautiful warm-up sequence. Let's take a moment to tap inside. Notice the beating of the heart, perhaps a little perspiration arriving in the body, the mixing of the elements, the fire, and the air and the water all creating sort of a perspiration, a purification. Grateful to the heart, grateful to the lungs, grateful for the balance that arrives in the body from these practices. Allow the eyes to come open. Start with our first pose, Uttastrasana, Utkatasana. This is chair pose. Arms coming all the way overhead. Take a deep inhale, and on the exhaling breath, let's sit down and back like we're sitting in a chair. So keep getting the butt down and back. Natural curve in the low back. Lift the heart. Gaze is up towards the fingers. Sit down a little bit further. If there's room, you can start to lift the toes off the mat. Beautiful. Let's hold for 5, 4, 3, smile on the face, sinking, 2, and 1. Come all the way up, release the hands, interlace the fingers back behind you, Dvikasana. This is a symbol of yoga. Exhaling, folding forward, the yoga mudra. So the hands are gripped behind you, palms are facing away, arms are starting to pull up towards the sky, backs of the legs are long. Breath again in the forward fold, come slow here. Gently pressing the forehead in the direction of the shins as the backs of the legs lengthen. Breathing fully and completely. And then let's release the arms. Inhale, come all the way up. Twisted chair. Hands together at heart level. Take a deep inhalation. Exhaling breath, let's get the left elbow out in the direction of the right thigh, sitting the butt back once again through the chair series. Palms come together, prayer position, knees are together, feet are together, head and neck are in line, turning towards the right side. If there's room, you can look down for balance. Release the left hand towards the floor, right hand coming up towards the sky, looks like a fly. Nice opening into the front side of the chest. Gaze perhaps all the way up towards that right arm. You want to go for your binder in that direction. You can open that right hand to your low back. Breathing for 3, 2, 1. And slowly come all the way up. So bring a lot of prana into the belly here. We're going to push energy into the liver. Take a deep inhale. And then exhaling, sit into a chair. And then outer edge of the right tricep coming to the right thigh. So the nice squeeze across that belly, getting the belly button down and across. Keep the knees together, keep the feet together. Hands are in a prayer position, head and neck are in line with one another. Without any tension, if there's room, release the hands, right hand to the floor, left hand to the sky. Nice opening in the front chest, gazing up towards the ceiling. Holding for 3, 2, 1, and let's come up, hands back to heart level. Release the palms to the sides, and we'll do table position. Inhaling, arms all the way overhead. Arms are straight, elbows are long, fingertips are reaching. Exhale, folding forward. Here we come. Body shaping like a table here, so the back side of your body is nice and long and firm, so the belly is engaged. Drop the chest, lengthen the fingers, straighten the elbows if there's room. Pull the tailbone back towards the wall behind us as the fingertips reach towards the wall in front. Holding for 3, keep breathing. 2, 1, hands together at heart level. Do balance pose, bend both knees. Right leg's coming back, right heel's coming back. Press the right heel into the wall, toes coming down towards the floor. If there's room, you can release the arms out in front of you. You can also, if you've got an injury, come to your low back here. Otherwise, extending the arms out in front. Line of energy from the rear heel out through the fingertips. Keep breathing. Gaze is down about 4 feet in front. Let's hold for 3. Keep breathing. 2, 1, hands together at heart level. Right foot's coming all the way through. Work into the balance series here. So keep that heel lifting. Toes are lifting. Smile at the shake in that leg. Keep breathing. Beautiful. A little bit longer. And let's release. We're going to do Vrikshasana today. Tree pose. Take the foot into the inner thigh and connect them. You can go onto the calf here if it's more comfortable. Maybe all the way just down at the floor. Opening the right hip. One hand and the other at heart level. Use your focus. Dristi is a visual focal point. So you can look down for balance without changing the chin. Or you can look forward. If you want to really test your balance here, you can start to soften the gaze or even close the eyes. You're going to wobble and you may fall, and that's okay. So let's all slowly come out and we'll shake it out and we'll do the same thing on the other side. Balance pose, hands together at heart level. Feet are together. Bend the knees, inhale, exhale, fold forward. Yeah, so take a moment, gaze down, press the rear heel down, extend the arms out in front. If there's room, make a line of energy as that rear heel presses towards the back wall. Front fingers are pulling forward. Breathing, holding for 3, 2, 1, and then hands heart level, left foot's coming all the way through. Keep lifting that heel up. Put a smile on the face. Breathing for 3, 2, 1, and let's release. We'll go to tree pose. Again, if you can't make it to the heel, come into the calf and press there. Careful on the knee, and if you can come all the way up, get that foot placed to the inner thigh. Make a glue connection here. Make this strong. That'll help get the knee back, hands together at heart level, arms all the way overhead. Breathing deeply in the tree. Again, use your focal point to play with your balance. You need balance, you look down. You can look forward to the wall, maybe 8 to 10 feet in front of you. And then if you'd like to soften that gaze, play with your balance. Everybody's going to start just slowly closing their eyes. See if you can stay in. We'll bring a little challenge here. And you're going to wobble and probably fall. And that's okay. All right. Feet are hip distance. It's good for the balance, baby. Testing the balance by sort of we use our visual points to bring balance in. So learning how to back off that edge will really kind of give you what it's like inside the body. You get a lot of proprioception that way. Feet are wider than hip distance. Let's go mat distance apart. Right hand grabs the left. Take a deep inhale. Exhale. Take that left hip out. Pull. Right hand to the left arm. Right shoulder comes forward. Gaze up towards the left shoulder. Keep breathing for 3, 2, 1. Come all the way up. Other side. Left hand grabs right. Inhale. Exhale. Pull. Left shoulder coming forward, gazing up towards the right shoulder. Right hip comes out. Pull for 3, 2, 1. Come all the way up. Hands to the hips, feet hip distance apart. Deep inhalation, squeeze the elbows. And then exhale, folding forward. Placing the hands perhaps underneath the feet. This is hands to feet, Padahastasana. So if you can make it there, get the fingertips, maybe the palms underneath the toes. If you're not making it there, go ahead and grab back behind the calves. And that'll work just as well. You can start to pull, wherever you're at, start to pull the body forward. You have the privilege of having the hands and palms underneath the feet. You can bend those elbows even further and start to get that belly button in contact with the thigh, forehead in contact with the shins. If you're not there, just visualize. If not today, maybe tomorrow, maybe next week, maybe next month. Poses transform our bodies from the inside out. Stay with the breath. Exhaling breath, let's release. We're going to grab onto the big toes here. So if your hands are back behind you, stay right where you're at. But if your hands were underneath the feet, grab peace fingers to big toes. I'm going to lengthen the cervical spine by looking up here. Backs of the legs are straight. Chest comes forward. Gaze is up towards the front part of your room, maybe all the way towards the ceiling. Let's hold for 3, 2, 1. Release the weight of the head. Place the hands, step the feet back, and we're coming back into mountain pose. Hands shoulder distance, feet hip distance, tailbone coming towards the sky. Bend the right knee, press the left heel towards the floor. Bend the left knee, press the right heel towards the floor. Straighten both knees, both heels pressing evenly down towards the mat. Let's keep the right heel grounded as we lift the left leg up to the sky. Engaging right elbow, engaging right heel. Press that right heel into the earth a little bit further. Lift the left leg. Inhale. Exhale, left foot all the way forward. Outer edge of the back foot turns in. Warrior series. So get the feet right, outer edge of the back foot starts to come in a little bit. Right hip is coming forward, right shoulder's coming forward. Hands to heart level, arms all the way overhead. Front knee coming towards midline here. Soften the front toes, put a smile on the face, get that right shoulder in line with the left. Arms are pulling towards the sky. Keep breathing. Virabhadrasana 1, warrior 1 position. And we'll inhale, hands to heart level. Exhale, open all the way up. So create a nice opening into the hips here. Sink a little further. So there's a lunge in the hips. Starts to drop the knee. Arms are parallel to the floor. Active in the back arms, gazing out towards the front fingertips. Virabhadrasana 2, warrior 2 position. Breath is slow and steady. Right arm's coming all the way forward. Sink a little further. Body shaping like a diagonal. Advaya Virabhadrasana. This is the fearless warrior. And then slowly, left hand, right arm up to the sky. Gazing up. Right hand can come back to the low back. Opening the heart up to the sky. And then slowly let's release. Drop the back knee. Heel toe. Heel toe. Let's get the left foot going wide. We're all going to give this an attempt. Kondinyasa. Left hand comes like a push-up position. Back of the left tricep in contact with the inner left thigh. Right hand in line with the left. Start to come up off the back knee. Lift the left foot. Drop the body slowly. Grab that right elbow onto the inner right hip point. Start to lift the back knee. Keep the chin off the floor. Maybe lift the back foot a little bit. Play with your balance. A is for attempt. Holding for 3, 2, 1. And slowly come down to meet in Badasana, the child's pose. Beautiful. Deep, slow, steady breath. We can take our awareness into the chest region, tuning into the heart. Beautiful sign of life. Heart is pumping. Auricles and ventricles of the heart, sending blood and oxygen and prana throughout the body. Vital nutrients flowing effortlessly out to every edge of your body. Grateful to the heart for pumping the circulation in the system. The beautiful lungs. The lungs are ventilating, they're cooling the body, bringing prana, life force energy in and expelling anything the body doesn't need. Effortlessly, the lungs are ventilating, healing the body. Grateful for our 2 lungs. Beautiful respiratory system. And then let's come all the way up. Inhale, work to balancing the hemispheres of the body. We're coming to meet in mountain pose. Tailbone coming up towards the sky. This time left heel comes down towards the earth. Right leg's coming all the way up. Activating left elbow. Straighten the left elbow. Press the left heel down towards the floor. Inhale, lift that right leg a little further to the sky. Exhale, right foot coming all the way forward. Outer edge of the back foot comes in, maybe 10 degrees, 20 degrees. So get the feet first and then rise up. Lunge a little further into that front hip. Soften those front toes. Get the left hip coming forward. Left shoulder coming forward. Hands are at heart level. Arms all the way overhead. Front knee coming towards midline. Left hip coming forward. Left shoulder in line with right. Arms pulling towards the sky. Gaze can be up. This is Virabhadrasana 1, warrior 1 position. Take a deep inhale, and the exhaling breath will open up. Arms parallel to the floor. This time hips are opening. Sinking a little further into those hips. Get that knee to bend, maybe even 1 or 2 degrees more. Gaze at the front fingers, activate the back arm. Breathing slow and steady. Deep inhale and exhaling breath. Left hand comes to meet. Extending the arms, body shaping like a diagonal. Advaya Virabhadrasana, the fearless warrior. Holding for 3, smiling at the shake at 2 and 1. Aloha. Right hand to the floor, left hand to the sky. Nice opening in the front side of the chest, gazing head and neck up towards the left hands and ceiling. And then opening that left arm, opening the heart towards the ceiling. Keep pulling the heart up to the ceiling. Exhaling breath, back knee down, place the hands, heel, toe, the foot all the way off. Take your time. Kondinyasa, so you know where we're going. Right tricep comes in contact with the inner part of that thigh on the right. Left hand's in line. And you got to get down, but keep the left hip in contact. It's a balance point. Head might be down, and start to lift the head, lift the back knee, extend the right leg, maybe point, play with that back toe. Just even hopping for just 1 second would be great. A is for attempt, holding, breathing, and releasing. Slowly coming down. Once again, Balasana, child's pose. Those lungs are ventilating. You can feel that fire element in the body working, activating the largest sense organ in the body, skin, the dermis, prana coming in and out through the pores of the skin, energy breathing even all the way through the skin as the perspiration, the purification processes of the body taking over inside of you. Grateful for these purification practices. Beautiful, healthy skin. Let's inhale, come all the way up. Placing the hands once again for mountain pose. Feet hip distance apart. Tailbone coming towards the sky, activating the hands. Keep the right heel to the mat. Left leg's coming up to the sky. Bend the left knee. Open the left hip. Gaze underneath the left shoulder up towards the back wall. Keep breathing. Right arm is straight for 3, 2, 1. Inhale. Exhale, left knee to the left wrist. Setting up for our proud pigeon. Get the back knee coming long. Key to this pose is in the back knee. Slowly walk the hands in line with the hips wherever they may fall. You can put your hands in kind of like a little bit of a claw to help pull yourself up a little bit higher. Lift the chest, gaze up towards the ceiling. Breathing is slow into the hips. And then straighten the chin once again. We'll bring the right hand across the line of symmetry, maybe onto the right knee or just out in front. We're going to twist around. Left hand coming slowly onto the left thigh. Right thigh. So left hand to the right thigh in the back. Gaze coming around. Deep inhale, and on the exhaling breath, let's untwist. Place both hands. You can reset your feet. Open up your hips a little further, or just stay right where you're at. And on an exhaling breath, let's slowly come on down. Breath is slow and steady. You can rest the weight of the forehead in your hands if you can't come to the floor. If you're able to come to the floor, you can make fists with the hands to hold the head up, or eventually the forehead comes to rest on the floor. Careful not to fall too much out to one side or the other. Activating, deep opening in the left hip. Inhaling breath, place the hands. On an exhaling breath, we'll come back to meet in mountain pose. You can do X's and O's with that back leg. You want to shake out the leg, please do so. Eventually, left heel comes in contact with the floor. Right leg's coming up towards the sky. Bend the right knee, open the right hip, gaze underneath the right armpit, shoulder towards the sky. Open the left arm. Inhale. Exhaling breath, right knee all the way up to the right wrist. Hands come in line with the hips or backwards towards the hips as you lift the chest. Lift the gaze. Stay active in the back leg. Stay on that back knee is the key to your pigeon. And then slowly coming out of any variations that you found, we're going to go into a twist. Left hand's coming across the line of symmetry onto the right knee, perhaps out in front. Lift the chest, look back towards the back wall. Right arm to the left thigh. Head and neck turn to the right. And slowly untwisting. We're coming forward, so get squared on that back knee again. Open up the hips a little bit if you'd like. We're going to start to get the weight coming forward. You can come to elbows, you can come to hands. Breath is slow and steady. Take your time on the way in. Keep breathing. Okay, on an inhaling breath, placing the hands once again, going back to mountain pose. Shaking out that leg if you'd like. Making X and O's, walking the feet out in the back. And then slowly, that's all, walk ourselves up to the middle of the mat. We'll come to meet in a little easy squat. So let's go hands together, heart level, press elbows to knees. And then we'll extend the left arm out in front, about a foot in front and a little wide. Right arm comes to the sky, open the head and neck to the right. Nice easy twist, you can go for your bind. Let's hold for 3, 2, 1, and we'll come back to heart level and switch right hand in front, left arm to the sky. Breathing, opening chest, turning head and neck for 3, 2, 1. Back in front. We'll bring the hands together out in front. Bakasana, this is crow. We're going to do a little arm balancing here. Pressing the backs of the knees into the triceps. Gaze comes all the way up. And then slowly playing with the weight if it's comfortable for you. You can start to lift one toe and the other. Gaze comes forward. If you'd like to transition to your tripod headstands, now is a good time. Otherwise, continuing to work through Bakasana, the crow pose. Just keep working on those arm balances. Hands are down. Gaze is going to be forward. If you look too far down, the head flops down. So careful, look a little forward. If you're in the headstand, stay active in the hands. You can lift the legs. We can try some variations in the headstands. Legs come wide, perhaps. Beautiful. So working a little bit in that direction. You can get the legs going forward, kind of working in the splits. It's nice because you get a lot of relief in the hips here. You can maybe try our Garudasana, our eagle pose. The legs squeeze together, the thighs come across, and if there's room, the backs of those feet kind of hook onto the calves. Beautiful. Hold that. Really nice for the genitalia to get that thigh stretch, bring a lot of pump and blood into that midsection, just squeezing. And then straightening the legs once again. Let's slowly come down if we're in the headstand. If you're in Bakasana, let's make our last attempt. Beautiful. Let's come all the way down. We're going to spin around and kind of work into fish pose here. I like to do this as a counter to the headstand, so we'll lay the spine down, heels together, lay the spine flat, palms coming to the earth. You can lift the right and the left sides of the butt, get maybe at least the hands underneath, maybe all of the forearms underneath. And then it's an inhaling breath, press to the elbows, lift the chest, place the back of the head, point the toes. If there's room, keep lifting the chest, take the lower set of teeth, tap the upper set of teeth, and breathe slowly. Matsyendrasana, this is the fish pose. And then slowly let's release the weight of the head and neck, and turn the palms to face up, turn the ankles out to the sides, turn the head and neck from side to side, relieving any lingering tension in the head and the neck. We'll go into Setu Bandhasana, the bridge pose. Right heel to right butt, left heel to left butt, feet are hip distance apart. Press the hips down, press the hands to the earth, lift the belly, lift the ribs, lift the chest. Nice length in the back of the throat. If there's room, grab on opposite hands, squeeze the palms together, bringing the shoulder blades together. Nice stretch there. Breathing slow and steady into the bridge. Let's hold in the bridge. Everyone momentarily holding in the bridge. Keep breathing. If you're comfortable here and you'd like to keep going towards Chakrasana, you can release the arms out from underneath you. Place the fingertips in line with the shoulders. And then slowly coming to the top of the head, perhaps extending all the way. Taking your time, otherwise stay right in bridge. Press to the hands evenly, press to the feet evenly. You can lift the heels, maybe walk the feet in towards the buttocks. Keep breathing for 3, 2, 1, and then slowly let's all come down, long spine, heels flop to the sides. Take a deep breath in. On a long, slow, steady exhalation, just take inventory of your heartbeat. Keep taking deep breaths in and out, actively slowing down the rate of your heart. One more full and complete inhalation and exhalation, please. We'll bring the knees into the chest for some spinal rocking, forward and back. Inhale, squeeze in. Exhale, rock forward. Inhale, rolling back. Exhale, forward. Find your momentum. Inhales and exhales. Have a few. Whatever feels good to you. Turn into like a little child once again with your rocking. Have a little fun. And then eventually we'll come to meet forward. Legs in front. Toes pointing towards the sky. Dandasana. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, fold forward. Like to finish with the folds. Forehead coming in the direction of the shins here. Engage, pull the belly button forward, pull the chest forward, lay the forehead down towards the shins. Again, visualizing maybe tomorrow, maybe next week, maybe next month, the body's going to be perfectly folded. In the spirit of the yogis that came before, we can keep endeavoring to the alchemical possibilities in these poses. Breathe, please. Forehead to the shins for 3, 2, 1, and then inhale, let's come up. Feet come hip distance apart. We'll go into our spinal twist. Right hand coming past the line of symmetry in the back. So come behind and slowly start walk it beyond the line. Keep the toes up towards the ceiling, and then if there's room, keep twisting left hand to the right thigh. You go all the way to the back elbow, even lengthen this arm all the way if you have the room. Head and neck turns toward the back bottom corner of your mat for 3, 2, 1, and let's come up. Same thing other side. Hand passes the line of symmetry in the back, maybe 1 or 2 feet behind you. Keep walking it away. Maybe the elbow comes to the floor. Head and neck turns towards the bottom left corner of your mat now. Right hand to the left thigh, maybe off to the side. Breathing for 3, 2, 1, and let's come up. Inhaling back to center. We'll finish with boat pose, Navasana, holding the spine in place, extending the legs out in front. Palms start to face up, gaze right between the big toes. Breath is steady. We'll finish with some Kapalabhati, forceful exhalations. And slowly let's release. Spin around 180 degrees for corpse pose, Shavasana. Everybody's favorite pose. Lay the spine flat to the earth, release the hair bun. Turn the palms to face up at your sides. Ankles flopping to the sides, maybe a foot or 2 apart. Wherever's most comfortable for you. You can use an eye pillow or a cover. Eyes come closed. As we come in the direction of stillness, we'll do the last few remaining maneuvers by lifting the right leg, point the right toes just an inch off the ground, point and flop the leg. Left leg lifts, point the left toes, point and lift, and flop the leg. This time squeeze the buttocks like you're going to lift it up, but take the belly button and push the belly button down, down, down for 3, 2, 1. Releasing the butt, release the hips, release the entire midsection. Tension comes to the rib cage. Inhale, fill the lungs deeply, and then exhale, open the mouth. Let all the breath go. Make a fist with the right hand, lift the right arm just an inch. Squeeze and flop. Fist with the left, squeeze and lift. Flop the left arm. Lengthening the back of the spine now, back of the cervical spine. Chin comes in the direction of the chest. Skull stays on the ground. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. And relax the head and neck. You can turn the head and neck from side to side, back to center. If it's comfortable for you. Opening the mouth wide, wide, wide now. Stick the tongue out. Return the mouth and lips together. Squeezing the temples and the brows and the forehead. Crinkles on the face, all over the face. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And relax. Soften all the muscles in the face. Entire body, head to toe, coming to stillness now. Entire body from head to toe, coming into stillness now. And take your attention to your breath at your nostrils where the air passes in and out without changing a thing. Simply watch the breath in and out of the nostrils. Effortless breathing at the nostrils. Tension comes now to the belly button, navel center. Watching the belly effortless rise and fall of the belly with each inhalation and exhalation. Let's count together the breath backwards from 10, watching the belly rise at 10, the belly fall at 10, belly rise at 9, belly falls at 9. Your count, your breath, stay with the breath, stay with the count. Belly rising and falling effortlessly. breath comes towards 0, simply surrendering the count now, surrendering our attention from our breath. Allow your awareness to drift. Becoming vast, open, spacious. Deeply relax and totally let go. Benefits of the posture practice effortlessly are coming to and through you right now. Allow our awareness to return to our breath and breathing once again. Noticing the natural rise and fall of the belly with each passing inhalation and exhalation, and gradually beginning to deepen the length of the breath. Mindfully expanding the breath and using the breath to awaken the body, allowing fingers and toes, head and nose to move ever so slightly, gently waking up as if from a restful slumber. The body's rising for the first time on the day. You can find a natural movement or stretch, or reach or stretch, or otherwise remain still. And effortlessly come over to a relaxed side lying position. Connecting once again to that experience of spaciousness. Remaining spacious, let's place the hands to the earth and rise up to a comfortable, relaxed seat. To close our practice, we'll come to a long spine with eyes closed. Briefly doing the japa japa gratitude meditation. Inhaling, mentally repeating, I am grateful for my. On the exhaling breath, something you're grateful for, the fingers and hands, all the many things that your hands do for you and have done for you in your life. Inhaling, I am grateful for my, perhaps the toes and the feet and the many places you've gone and walked in this earthly body. Whatever it is for you, stay with the gratitude japa japa meditation. Inhaling, I am grateful for my. Exhaling, visualizing the focus of your gratitude this morning. One more deep inhalation. Closing the japa japa meditation on your next exhalation. Taking hands together at heart level, gesturing forward in appreciation for this sacred breath that binds us. Closing customarily with great thanks. Mahalo and namaste. Thank you all for joining us. That was super fun. We hope you have a lovely day. Take this yoga with you off the mat, out into the world. Infuse your workplace, your home, your relationships with the awareness and the alignment that you're finding on the mat.